committee. And scene 3 will be the committee's discussion on the about getting the funding. Theatre Forum is about, they talk about somebody getting or having a bad time or being oppressed and somebody doing it. So throughout this play, I'd like you to have a look at who you think is the person getting a bad time and who you think
it helps people.
Because it helps people. Okay? Charity should always begin at home. Charity should always begin at home.
Like in at home.
It means that you look after your own first. Agree or disagree? Okay, why do you agree?
I don't know, because they mean like the most to you.
Because they mean the most to you. Ross?
I think everyone should help.
Everyone should help. Louis?
Well, if it's not at home, it's nowhere.
Okay. How about you?
It makes sense.
It makes sense. Okay. How about you?
Welcome everyone to our first meeting of the year. It's not a meeting that we would like to have because it's not a very uplifting meeting, but I'll leave Caroline to tell you the reason that we're here.
Okay, so due to the storms and the bad weather, our clubhouse and pitch have been destroyed and trees have fallen down, destroying the premises of our club. So would anyone send me any ideas how we can try and fix this?
Well, I think we could ask the treasurer how much we have in reserve for events like this.
We keep money for a rainy day. We know we have 15,000 in reserve.
Okay, so the estimated cost of the damage is about 100,000. With that 15,000, that leaves us with 85, and then we've received 50,000 from generous people in the area who are very wealthy. So we need 35,000. Does anyone know where we can get healthy? It'll help their physical and mental health. So who should go to Blue Plus?
Maybe would you like to go?
Okay, I'd be okay with going to Blue Plus to look for support for the club. I'll head off now.
The chairperson, so I'm just going to introduce the rest of the committee. Here we have Aisling, who's involved in fundraising. We have Sean, who is a keen accountant. We have Albus, who specialises in advertising. Ronald is involved in PR. Roisin is an activist for human rights, and Sarah has been working with charities for many years. So if you'd like to start your pitch.
Okay, well, my name is Bob Marley and I'm from St. John's Sports Club in East Galway. Recently, in the bad weather, our 2 pitches were flooded and a tree fell on our clubhouse, destroying most of the second story. The cost of the damages came to about €100,000. We have 15,000 kept in reserve for events such as this. We've received 50,000 from generous sponsors in our area, and we are now looking for 35,000, which we hope that the Blue Plus will be able to provide for us.
Yes, Roisin.
What was 35,000 is that?
Well, 2 pitches will be 25,000 each to have proper drainage and a new surface, and the clubhouse damages amount to 50,000. So I presume the 35,000 will go towards the clubhouse, as the money we have now will be spent straight away on getting the pitches ready, as the championship seasons are coming back up, and our members have
I'm public relations, so I'm interested in what's your sponsorship?
well, a couple of local business people in the area who are quite wealthy donated about 20,000 each, and then we got another 10,000 from other smaller businesses in the area, which we were very grateful for.
Do you have a club sponsor?
We have a few club sponsors depending on the teams and
for the age groups.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jerseys and.
Yeah, they sponsor jerseys usually, and
Are you involved with any government scheme, grants or anything? Are you?
no, we haven't got a grant since the club started 25 years ago.
Oh, so you want
Hopefully, yeah.
update your facilities.
Yeah, we need obviously, even with this, we have these facilities to get back into shape, but we could do with some more facilities in the future.
From fundraising, do you have many fundraising opportunities here?
Well,
The floods and crops, and probably need a land survey out to assess the damage done to see what solutions.
Okay. And is there anything we can do to fix this, like now, rather than if we don't get any money, can we in any way fix this for now and get our projects done like that?
I suggest we go to the Green Plus and ask for money there.
Okay.
And Chief, you will go and represent us.
Okay. Yeah, there's no problem with that.
Chairperson, so if you'd like to start your speech.
I'm from the Connemara Agricultural Union. Floods have damaged our fields in the area, and we provide produce for the whole town. The floods have affected our farming, destroyed our crops, and we have no animal feed. So we need some money to repair our fields and that for now, and then hopefully we'll get some land surveyors and expertise to come out so we can prevent this from happening in the future.
Anyone have any questions for her?
So, Chief, my name is Ronald. Just, do you have community involvement, do you?
Yes, we provide.
As in sponsoring local events, just sponsoring events, really?
Yeah, if there was any local markets or fundraisers or anything, we would support and we'd bring our produce to those to fundraise for them.
And have you many, from fundraising, have you many fundraising opportunities?
No, we don't really at this moment because you know, like we're farms, so not many people think that we would be people to fundraise, so they'd be more attracted to clubs or societies rather than a farming union.
Okay. Yes, Rosie?
And if you don't get the donations, what will happen with your farms?
At the moment we have no crops or feed for our animals, so we have no production coming out of our farms. So as a result of that, our villages aren't being provided with any produce and they're having to import stuff which is very expensive. The society was established 3 years ago because of the floods, so we've only been meeting up and trying to, we have 5,000 in reserve, so yeah, we're just looking for a bit more, but we haven't gone to the community about it.
I have another question, just one. Has your farm been flooded before, have they?
Yeah, they have.
Okay, and you say your profits go into expanding
Yeah.
your farm. Why is that? And you don't use that profit for flood
We've
prevention?
expanded in a way that, say, other families in the area could make their own farms then and expand their own farms rather than.
But you're a union, would you not put your own farms first, no?
So we might as well start by discussing the final two, the GA Club and the Farmers Union. So does anyone have any initial comments they'd like to make on either of the two?
I do.
Okay,
I think the sport club we have here, I think it's a brilliant opportunity for our public relations and to get our name out there.
I believe that the farmers are in more need of this money as the fundraising opportunities aren't as great as they are for the community of the GAP. The farmers, as we said, they heard from other unions about this one, or about us, so maybe they can pass our names on to the further unions as a source of application as well.
It's better advertising opportunity for us in the GA club. Well, like I do public relations, I kind of know I have a fair idea. Personally, I think it's great. I'm sure our treasurer will agree that it's great for money opportunities as well. Yeah, get a name out there. And advertising, I think it would be a good opportunity.
I think that the farmers union is better.
No, well, like, we have a better
sorry,
opportunity.
just let me speak there. No, no problem.
I think because they have, as Ashling asked them, they have no way of getting a grant.
Sorry.
They've no grant either.
They have,
Oh, sorry.
they have it.
Of income.
15,000
reserves.
Or is it 5,000?
That's the
No, the GA have 15.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so our treasurer would even
They
think.
have a bigger.
I would agree with
The GA club have a bigger means of relief compared to the.
Well, there's a lot of benefits out of this. I think we can go wider as
you can
in.
expand her name.
But you're all about
Something they
expanding the name and trying to.
Yes, well, like I think we're at that stage in our
What
charity.
about the people?
Well, there's 700 people who will be make their family happy.
That's what about leisure activity. What about the farmers and they spreading the word? There is
Well,
3,000 in the community.
They have a solution. They know what's in place.
They don't have fun or feed for the animals.
Yes, but they're on a. They will be farmed. They'll be slaughtered anyway.
Exactly.
But they still need the feed.
They have a solution in order.
It gives you the opportunity to maybe change the outcome of this. So do you think this was quite typical of a committee meeting for those of you who've been on it? Members of committee? You do? Okay. And who do you think is the person that's very strong on it?
That guy.
Robert. Okay. And who do you think is probably the person getting a hard time?
That guy.
That's right. Okay, right. So in Theatre Forum we say the oppressed and the oppressor, okay? So do you think she could have done something different maybe in terms of maybe being able to have her say and maybe shut Donald up a bit, or Donald up a bit? Ronald, sorry.
Donald.
No. Yes? No? No? Anybody? Okay. And a place where you think that something might have happened different, you can replace her. You can only replace her. Because the whole idea of Theatre Forum is that it's about realism and not about magic. So when sometimes there's somebody oppressive in your life or somebody that puts you down, you can't remove them. But you might be able to do something yourself to change something for you. Okay? So, are you okay to run again?
From the beginning, start from the beginning.
So we're just after hearing all of the organisations and their pitches. So we might as well start by discussing the final two applicants, which was St. John's GA Club and the Farmers Union. So does anyone have any initial thoughts they'd like to share on either of them?
Yeah, first comment.
Oh yes, I'll do that.
In terms of getting our name out there, St. John's GA is the place we should be looking into and considering.
Have you considered farmers?
I haven't eaten and I farmer. St. John's GA is the best place to invest.
Can I have a word
Yeah, yes.
to Mr. Chairperson? The farmers have absolutely nothing. Their land is totally destroyed, water all over the place. And yet, you're saying we should support the GEA Club, which got assets of 15,000, am I correct? And a possible assets of another 50,000. And further, if the tree fell on top of the two-story building, surely the insurance would have paid for that. So I think the money should go to the farmers because they're destroyed. They're totally destroyed. Their land is destroyed.
That hasn't been brought insurance and pitches. We haven't heard any of that.
I appreciate you haven't heard of it, but maybe he's being cute and he wants your money and their money at the same time.
She also said that the pitches are there more immediate need for funds.
Yes, but I mean, he's also said that there's other pitches. There's pitches elsewhere. There's pitches elsewhere. The farmers need the money now. The humans can wait. They would be watered and fed, but the humans can wait. The livestock need their food and a place to shelter.
The GA Club are actually renting a field off a farmer. He needs that field. And